stop committing adultery, stop
eating pork.
Stop eating abominable foods. Okay? The church don't teach you that, man.
This is Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And see, when you think about the word gospel, you've always been taught that the gospel is only good news. No, the Lord is a balanced power. See, the gospel is a message of a balanced judgment, which means the Lord is going to deliver some and he's going to destroy a lot. Okay? When you read the scriptures, that's the gist of it. It's not that the Lord coming back to save all humanity and that anybody who decides they want to follow Jesus Christ is granted salvation. That's not the gospel. We'll read the gospel and it talks about earthquakes and uproars and wars. Okay? That's the gospel. Those things have to happen. See, this place has to be destroyed, and the elect, those that actually do the things that please the Most High, have to be delivered from this place so that the ushering of the kingdom to come can be established, man. If not, hey, the whole humanity is doomed. This devil's desire is to wipe out 6.5 billion people. Google the Georgia Guidestones. 6.5 billion people. What you think's in effect right now? Operation Agenda New World Order. That's what's in effect, man. That's why you see these protests and these wars, and you seeing these pandemic acts. Okay? You see this coronavirus, COVID-19, like something that has never existed, when the coronavirus has always been, but now this rare strand has come upon us, and it's an airborne virus. I don't see nobody even wearing no mask right now, man. Okay? Why? Because people are coming to see that this devil, all right, is a man of corrupt, he's a man of corruption. Okay? Got something?
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5 to 27. It said, "O Assyrians, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation."
Okay, now when you read in the scriptures, there's different kingdoms and there's different symbolic names for America. Okay? He said Assyrian. Well, America and the Edomites are the modern day Assyrians. They're the modern day Egyptians. They're the modern day Babylonians. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
"I will send him against an hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath."
And that hypocritical nation is America. Okay? You see the hypocrisy? Now, when they came out with this so-called coronavirus plague, they was telling you to wear masks and stay in the house. But when you was watching the news and you was looking at the politicians, the very people that was telling you what shoulder to shoulder, no mask on, walking about, okay, so what, y'all just immune because y'all are government officials? No. Trump said it out of his own mouth that the whole thing was a hoax, man. So, what you have to be able to do is discern righteousness and wickedness. Finish that and get Malachi 3 and 18, Calabi.
"Against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the bird in the streets. Howbeit, he meaneth not so, neither doeth his heart think so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few."
You see, it's in his heart. You see, it's in this man's heart to cut off and destroy nations. 6.5 billion people is a commandment of the elites. They have it written in a rural area in Georgia. I always forget exactly where it's at in Georgia. All you gotta do is Google Georgia Guidestones, and it's written in like 7 different languages, if I'm not mistaken. Hebrew is one of them. Go ahead, huh? Malachi 3 and 18.
I got it right here. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 18. Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not.
See? That's talking about the Lord's elect. The Lord's elect is going to return and discern between righteousness and wicked. Okay? To be able to understand which, what people are serving the Lord's best interests, are serving him wholeheartedly. Which people, man? Not these Edomites, okay? Not the people you see in authority today. How do we know that? Get that, when the people, when the wicked,
29:2.
you know what I'm talking about.
Proverbs 29:2.
You know what I want. See, we on the same page because we in the spirit, man. You know, we already know what this devil is about. We come out here to warn our people that are not in the know. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We say so-called because that's not who you are. That's a thing of deception, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Y'all see people rejoicing? Do y'all see people rejoicing right now? Are the people in the earth rejoicing right now?
But whenever you did see people go to bars and stuff when shit was open, they were going to escape their troubles, man.
Yeah, drowning in their sorrows. It's that song.
Whiskey drowns the memory or something like that.
Yeah, whiskey drowns the memory. Yep. Is this what it says in the scriptures? Give strong drink to a man that's ready to perish. Go ahead, bro.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
See, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. What are all these protests and these Black Lives Matter movements and these marches in every major city about? People mourn. Because who's in authority? The wicked. All right? And see, all people really want is peace and security. Shalom, shalom. Hey, the water for y'all coming out. Right? All people really want is peace and security. But this man is incapable of giving that. Okay? He's the man of sin. He's the man of perdition, meaning destruction. All right? That's all he can do. You know? Is there more?
That was it on that.
Okay. Go ahead. Matthew 24.
This is Matthew chapter 24, starting at 3. It said, and as he sat upon the olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
Yeah. So that's one thing. When people say that they're the anointed and deceive many people, man, you see that, man. You know, Christianity is the #1 religion.
Yeah.
And that's just nothing but deception, man.
Yeah.
They completely wiped away Yahushua's image and what he stood for.
Yep.
That's mass deception. Then not even to get into these little cults and little groups.
Yep.
Because that's a prime example.
Yep. And that's when you go into the scriptures, they talk about the false prophet in Revelation. That's the Roman Catholic Church, which the Roman Catholic Church is where all the world's religions stem out of. You see? You got it out.
Yeah, because Islam came out of it. The Roman Catholic Church invented Islam as a political move to try to get people out of that holy land, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then all these other off-brand Christianity denominations. You know, that branches off of the Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church also they weave all the pagan gods into the Catholicism. You know, the T for Tammuz. You see Catholics pray, they do this number right here.
Yeah.
That's a T for Tammuz.
Cross.
Cross?
Cross, yeah.
Yeah, because when Yahushua was crucified, they said that the way that they crucified people on a cross was like an X.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also the most common way was just one stick.
Yeah.
And your hands were buckled. But the scriptures say that he was hung on the cross, so more than likely it was that X.
Yeah.
They didn't crucify people on a T. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
It's
a way to subliminally cause you to go off and worship Nimrod, Babylonian god. Okay.
Yeah. That's why they set dates with Christmas. December 23rd.
Yep.
When
It's the 25th.
Oh yeah, come. Well, I haven't celebrated it, so.
Yeah. You forget what day that shit on.
But yeah, man. You read the scriptures and it says Yahushua was when you use deductive reasoning, he was born in around the springtime, around the Passover.
Yep.
Not the winter.
Yep.
And then what does all these rituals have to do with the scripture?
I got something. Right. It's going into the false prophet, right? It's Revelations 19 and verse 20. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. Okay? And that beast is talking about the Roman Empire in the form of NATO and the EU. Okay, which America is a part of NATO, all right? And when the Lord comes back, all right, with the UFOs, well, with the word Henry called UFOs, okay, he's coming back with the host of heaven, the angels, to destroy this place.
That's right.
And the beast is going to fight against Yahushua and the angels, and they're going to get obliviated.
That's right.
This is verse, back in verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him. Okay? And that false prophet is talking about the Roman Catholic Church. Okay? It says, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshiped his image, these both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. You got it, huh?
Yeah, come on. And that fire and brimstone, that's talking about the nuclear destruction.
Yep.
Because everything has to, everything that Esau has built up in this society, including his philosophies, democracy, his
it went out for me. It got too hot.
false religion.
I took it at the case.
It has to be burnt
too
up.
hot. It cut off. But it's going now.
If you want to grab, are you home?
It's starting to off the wall.
Second entrance.
It's cooler than that. It's cooler than that now. It's cooler. I think the bar got the cooler. I got one too. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Everything that Esau has built up, man, has to be cast into the lake of fire.
Oh.
We're gonna get some scriptures about that nuclear fire.
This is second entrance. Start 16, starting at 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plague, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
Yeah, when a wildfire starts, who can stop it? You have modern technology, and Esau still can't put out a wildfire. They have huge planes that dump gallons of water over a forest, still can't put it out. Have like hundreds of firefighters. So how much more when it's nuclear destruction? I mean, you see what happened. You can Google image Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Those are hydrogen bombs. The nuclear missiles they got today are like, what, 100 times more powerful than a hydrogen bomb? They say that it can wipe out the state of Texas with like one warhead. Come on now.
I got a precept.
And he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? For the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Yeah, who shall not utterly be beaten into powder at his presence? when the Most High threatens someone, you know, it's a promise.
That's right.
The earth quaketh and the foundations thereof, the sea arise up with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, and his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah, they shall not miss when they begin to be shot to the ends of the world. All right. So, you know, the scriptures are describing a weapon that the Most High has allowed to be created. And it says it's like an arrow that gets shot to the end of the world. What other weapon does that? It's those intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? You best believe that they're going to have that nuclear power in it.
200 million of them.
Yeah. Yeah, in Revelation it talks about the number of those and it's 200,000, which is, you know, you do the math, it's 200 million.
Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundations of the earth.
Yeah, it can't. You know, some fires you can't put out. You just got to let it burn. That's how this fire is gonna be. You know, you won't be able to stop it until it, you know, does its thing. Until the fire suffocates. You know, it runs out of oxygen. Runs out of things to burn.
It's Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, 'cause that's what people don't understand, is that the Most High created that. You know, people say, oh, why would someone create such a devastating weapon?
Turn it around. Turn it around.
Pick it up. It's upside down.
Yeah, people wonder why someone would make something like this to cause such mass destruction, but the Most High allowed it. He said, I created the smith to create that. I put it in his mind to do that. To blow, blow coals of the fire.
Yeah, behold, Isaiah 54 and 16, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
He created the waster to destroy. He created Esau to destroy.
Got another one?
So, Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, how about Shemi Yahushua, do all these things?
Yeah, the Most High is in control. He created everything. And everything for a purpose too. What's that script? If a brother can get that scripture that says, there be spirits created for vengeance.
Yes, in Sirach. Go ahead with that Isaiah 14 and 20.
This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord, Yahushua Yahushua of hosts.
Besom of destruction. That's like a sweeping force. That's how missiles operate. You know? What did they call it? That shockwave?
That when once it hits, once that impact hits, and that radiation sweeps through the land and destroys everything within the radius. You know, a certain radius.
You can, brother wants to get Zechariah 14 and 12.
You still want that vengeance? You still spread vengeance? Come.
This is Sirach 39 and 28.